John Wick Chapter 2 sees the return of the titular character, John Wick, once again played in the film by Keanu Reeves. This time around, he is recruited by a prominent member of a crime family to assassinate another member of that family. Well, things kind of take a turn for the worst, and John Wick finds himself on the run, chased by every single assassin who sets their eyes on him. And you guys, I am not exaggerating when I say this. John Wick Chapter 2 is one of the best American action films I've ever seen. This movie blew me away. Now, let me start off by saying that I was a really big fan of the first John Wick. I thought it was a refreshingly pure, stripped-down, hard-hitting action movie of the kind that we haven't really seen from American cinema in a very, very long time. Japanese and other Asian cinema have been doing it for many, many years. But in America, we kind of fell into this rut of really hyper-realism with lots of like shaky cam and very dark, muddy pictures and very, very serious topics like, you know, international politics, etc., etc. So John Wick is kind of a different breed. It's from a bygone era of action movies, but they have brought it back, and they have brought it back with a vengeance, because there is no doubt that this movie kicks all kinds of ass. Now, as I mentioned, Keanu Reeves once again plays John Wick, and this character is perfect for Keanu Reeves, a guy who, for his acting abilities, has done quite well for himself in Hollywood. But Keanu Reeves is kind of so-so to hit and miss. The bad acting is endearing, it's charming, he has his own unique style, kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not the greatest thespian who's ever lived, but still somehow magnetic. You can't take your eyes off him, and this role was just tailor-made for the strengths of Keanu Reeves, who is very much a physical actor, and once again, he totally commits himself to this role. The stunts and fight scenes in this film, many of them performed by Reeves himself, are just incredible. There are entire sequences in this film where my jaw was agape and my eyes could not leave the screen because it moves so quickly, and yet it is filmed and choreographed so well so that you never really miss a beat. Even though it feels kinetic, it feels very fast-paced, and it feels like they're cutting a lot, you're never lost. And that is in no small thanks to the film's director, Chad Stahelski, or Stahelski. He is one of the two directors of the first John Wick film, and he returns solo to helm this sequel. In my opinion, it ends up being better than the first one. I compare it to like The Raid and The Raid 2. The first Raid movie was, again, a stripped-down, balls-to-the-wall action movie that solely existed to show off some really amazing stunts and choreography. And the sequel expanded its scope. The plot got more complicated. There were more characters, there were more factors at play, and it was a much more epic scale. The same goes for John Wick 2. This takes the character in new directions. It clearly has a bigger budget. They film on location in Italy. It just has this scope that really lends this gravitas to it that I thought the first film didn't have. Not that the first film needed that, but I'm glad they went with a different sort of tone and direction for the sequel. But in the end, guys, if you like the first John Wick movie, then you are going to at least like, if not flat out love, John Wick Chapter 2, what is, my opinion, one of the greatest American action movies made in recent memory. So I'm gonna go ahead and give John Wick Chapter 2 an enthusiastic but solid A. And so if you've had a chance to see John Wick Chapter 2, go and comment and tell me what you think about it. How do you think it compares to the first film? Do you want to see a third film in the franchise, and do you think it has any sort of spin-off potential? Cinematic universe? Maybe? And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see some more stuff, then click like and subscribe below. And until next time, I'm Lake Neversall, keeping you movie healthy.